Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing a team match, or a match between two team players. It's MStephano versus MAdel, and it is, as you can see, a Protoss versus Zerg. So, yeah, Protoss versus Zerg, we have seen a lot of those, and they normally start with a fast expansion by the Protoss, by building like pylon, and then, oh, this is a very large gap. Pylon with gateway and forge gateway and cybernetics core over here to wall off this entire region, except for a little gap where the troops can still move out. But in this case we are going to see a pylon in his base, which means that he's going to build the gateway over here and maybe the forge. Nah, he's going to just go for gateway cybernetics core. He doesn't need a forge if he's not fast expanding, although he could still use it, of course. And yeah, we are just going to see what the Zerg player will bring to the table. Normally, well, we see if we see an early scout, he has to go for the spawning pool, but there is no scout coming in, so he can go for both. And there is no scout coming in, of course, because there is no fast expansion. So without the fast expansion, it doesn't really matter what the Zerg is doing. The Zerg, however, is sticking to his spawning pool, and he apparently is guessing what the enemy is doing. It's pretty cute because he's because they are teammates. They of course know each other's play styles, and yeah, he's going to guess what what his enemy is doing and make sure that it doesn't work. And of course, Zerg is way more flexible in what it can do than the Protoss is. So we see a fast expansion. Well, after the spawning pool. And he is not going for that speed upgrade on his Zerglings, which must mean he's going for roaches. I mean, there's no reason otherwise. If you're going for a lot of Zerglings, the speed upgrade is really cheap, and you want to get that as soon as possible if you're going to get it. So in this case, because he's not getting it, I'm guessing he's going for roaches. And as you can see, the extractor is coming up now. It is indeed a gateway and cybernetics core with 2 gas, and that means probably a couple more gateways in a little bit, if he can afford that. But he wants to probably expand at this point, because otherwise he's too far behind. And yeah, you don't want to be too far behind against your opponent, of course, no matter what opponent you have. So the Protoss are going to expand here, and he is going to wall off this ramp, I'm assuming. Pylon going down, that's an excellent position, because it just touches this and it almost reaches the other side, so you can actually put a gateway here, and then, well, gateway, 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 and then somewhere in there, it's a little bit of a gap, and if you can include the pylon, that is. Yeah, that should just about fit. Gateway will fit in here, then the pylon, then you probably leave a little gap here, because you don't want to leave the gap on the ramp, and producing a lot of these sentries to make sure that he can use the force fields to wall off any gap that is there. Oh, the Zergling's coming in. Zergling's coming in to scout. He sees there is no wall off yet. And is this? Yeah, this is probably tight. I never can tell whether this is blocking the ramp, but it's definitely not blocking here. You can see that there's a little bit of a gap in between them. It's just that with the ramps it's pretty hard to tell. But the Zerglings won't be able to get through, because they have to get through the Zealot. And while already moving out with what's that, 3 sentries? Oh, let me switch to that. 3 sentries, 1 Zealot, 4th sentry just came up. And yeah, he does have warp gates now, so that makes it a little bit easier to resupply. But he will have to send a probe with him. Oh, there's a pylon coming up in his base. Well, nearly in his base. Chasing away the Zergling at the tower. And the Zergling, oh, it ran to this tower to join his friend, but it's going to run back. And no, it's not going to run all the way back to the turret. It doesn't want to get killed. To the tower, sorry. And the spotting overlord is there. So he sets up a pylon just to have some reinforcements coming, but a huge army coming out here from the Zerg player. And wow, he can't wall off these Zerglings, and he's going to lose all of the sentries. Oh man, that's huge. Yeah, without the sentries he's done. I mean, I'm going to call it right here. Because he can't wall off these troops, and yeah, the roaches and Zerglings are going to just make mincemeat out of these stalkers. Especially without blink, there's nothing he can do. So more sentries coming in here, but they have energy for one force field, so they can wall them off once. And now, yeah, he's just going to wait a couple of seconds, and indeed the GG coming in. Because, yeah, once this dissipates, he has no troops. Wow. Okay. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. Yeah, just wanted to leave one last message. I'm going to cast at least one StarCraft match a day here. Probably at the beginning of each day. So early in the morning. I'm doing that because I want to get a little bit better known for the StarCrafts, and I don't know yet how to do that, so the best thing to do for me would be to take the most popular replay and just cast it every day, and so that's what I'm going to do. Maybe I'm going to do more than one, we'll have to see, but for now, one should be enough. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.